things that I find very intriguing here as we see the cryptocurrency market is starting to reverse here. And hopefully most of you have been following along. You've been able to watch the updates, you know, and stay out in front of what's going on in the market. The last couple of days we've shifted our focus, especially when we held 50 cents and then managed yesterday to get back over 52.4 cents was our first day. Let's go over this very quickly, just so everybody can get on the right track here, or so we can get on the same page. And then we'll get into a little bit more of this information here, because let's get here, and then we'll talk about how with the looming, they don't have to say we're going into quantitative easing has already started, but this cycle of quantitative easing that always is confirmed when the first rate cut happens, this will bring us into an enormous opportunity, as it ends up bringing the prices much higher. And I'll tell you why once we get by the little synopsis here on the charts that we're going to go over together, and just a little bit of what we're thinking is going on here on these two charts real quick. I'll do the intro, and then we're going to go in hot and heavy about why I think this cycle of quantitative easing is going to be spectacular. And if you don't even know what I'm talking about, go back to 2021, late 2020, when they started this easing cycle, before they started QT, which is quantitative tightening, when I told everybody to sell and go away for a few years. You know, not that I wanted you to not watch me, but as far as buying crypto, and it paid off. You know, we had to wait several years, and then now we're starting to get our opportunity again. We knew when to buy in, we knew when to trade, but we're going to get back in if this is the quantitative easing as I'm suspecting here. The crypto fear and greed is beautiful, being in the fear as low as it is. And just some of the things I'm seeing transpire. It's why my opinion changed the last 48 hours. Now, it's also because we dumped down. Now, no, we didn't go to 48.4, which could be the maximum downfall. But when we first judged it from back here, it was much higher. We're just trying to follow this as it goes. So you're speculating now. Now, if it were to come back through, it could be a little bit lower. But as of right now, that is not even... we're not even looking at the downside number now. We came down, the psychological support of 50 cents held, which was important. Our first technical target down when we started dropping, when we had it through, when we didn't add the elongated part of this pattern, our first target was 50.1 cents. We've only added to it as the pattern got extended. So it's interesting that had it have dropped from here, it gave us the same drop here. But now it's almost looking like, you know, we've garnered some attention here. And look at, even here on this chart, we needed to get back above 52. Now we're coming up to the 2018 resistance, which is everything. This has been going on for 6.5+ years. And now we're finally trying to, and we've been trying to for the last month and a half or so, flip this area from a resistance to a support. If we flip this to support, and let's just say it plays out transparently, because to me that looks like it could be creating a massive inverse pattern. And we already know it's on a massive cup and handle, which we'll get into the other pattern after I finish this thought. But the technical target here, if this played true, let me preface this, if it played true, and it hasn't played out of this for almost 7 years, it's over 6.5 going on 7, since March, or since January of 2018. But let's say it finally is ready after all of that consolidation. Hypothetically speaking, the technical target out of this is $2.40, and some are like, oh my god, $2.40, we waited 7 years. That's not your permanent target, that's your initial technical target. That means all of the minute back and forth, the short-term cup and handle that goes back to 21, which it's not, or 2020, it's not so short-term, but that first technical target's like $1.18. So I'm saying if this plays true, you go up to $2.40. So, I mean, just looking at where we're at from now, some are like, well, Tom, what the you know, and it's one of those things where it's like, well, the ba, but if you bought it in the right the ba, you can make lots of money. And even if you buy it where it's at, if you're comfortable, because I bought it at 34.4, 34.6, whatever the fuck it was, I'll go from 34.8. For me, and then I did add some from 38, so we'll look at that again when it came by this year. But that's 585%. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh my god, my 10,000 tokens, even though I have more, but basing it on 10,000, it went from $3,500 and it turned into 24 grand. I'm not the person who says, oh my God, XRP's a pile of garbage. I sat in it all this time, because I didn't sit in it all this time. In 2021, the honest to God truth is our audience made a lot of money. I didn't have as much capital back then. I wasn't in the spot I'm in right now. Trading's been very kind to me, and as some of you have been along for the last several years, you've seen why. There's no secrets here. I show you everything. In fact, my extension for taxes is coming up, and I seen my uphold stuff, which I finally got to close my account after I seen my tax stuff. With everything that I sent back and forth with uphold and the other exchanges, but I always siphon things out through uphold, so that's where my plus minus comes in. I was unfortunately in the positive by 22,000 trading crypto last year. So my tax, you know, it'll end up being probably $5,000, $6,000 on that crypto gain, because it's not going to be the 35%, because you go by your tax bracket, and because I'm self-employed, I can write off, I think under a Biden it's like 18,500 is the standard deduction off the top, so that helps. Owning a home and being able to write off your property tax, mine's 7,200 a year, which is ridiculous for the size of my house, but you know, that's 1,000, not even that big. It just is for where I live. So you can write that off, and then my son, you know, that helps for the tax purposes. But now you get the picture. So now we're starting to cycle back through, though. We're cycling back through. This is something I've been personally waiting for since 21. Is it finally the time? Remember what I said, the closer to 25, the better. When you're in 25, it's no longer the bear market rally. If we can sustain it and break through, we're going to have a period now at the end of 24 into 25 where, yeah, it might be the ultimate bear market rally. Right when we go back to quantitative tightening, it all just caves in. But I expect a period in quantitative easing when the easy money comes in. They don't want you to know this, but the government, when they print money, the buyers and sellers of last resort, they print money, you know, the US dollar. Where do you think they're investing? They're the biggest holders of Bitcoin by virtue or by fault or by coincidence, which I don't believe in. You know, so anyhow, you know, it is what it is. So let me timestamp this. We'll get into this. Who knows how many people are watching? Honestly, I don't even care how many people are watching. I just wanted it to be a good crowd. That's why I didn't turn the comments on. I didn't look to see how many people are watching, because sometimes I just need to get my thoughts out. And I want everybody to understand we're coming through a cycle here. Just like I pounded the table and said, you better sell it all. You better not hold shit. You know, in 22 or 21, remember when everybody got mad at me in 21? If some of you were around, some of you, I don't really like talking past tense because the new people, it puts you in an awkward spot. But you know, it did happen. It's in the database, and that's why I sold at $1.66. Not because I didn't believe in XRP. I watched it go to $1.98 with my hopium, thinking it was going back to all-time highs, despite seeing the chart saying, hey, we're running out of steam here. It came down to like $1.18, and then it came back up to $1.72 or $1.78, and I seen it, and I'm like, oh my God. We went and garnered all that support, and we couldn't even come up to create a real double top. I said, we are screwed, and I came on, and I remember I was doing a live. I'm like, oh my God. I don't even want to acknowledge this, and I had to sell. Sold all my crypto on the spot. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because 23, ironically, but I told you, we bought some unbelievable bottoms. Does anybody remember FOMO Friday and Winning Wednesdays? Because of all of that and the way it rallied towards the end of 23, it was unbelievable. Some of my stuff had run 600%. But anyhow, because of all of that, what we did, I made more money in 23 than I did in 21. I mean, I'm just saying, in 21, I made about 15 grand in profit on crypto. In 23, I made 22 grand. So some people are like, oh, you can't make money in crypto these last couple, bull. I made more in the bear market than I did in the actual bull, you know, the technical bull market. How? Because I watched every single time it went down to the supporting structures, and not just XRP, but a lot of my money came on XRP in front of all of you. But we also had Algo. We also had Casper, which did good when we had it, didn't do as good as we wanted, but fortunately we got out before all this nonsense. But Algo did good. We had XLM, we had DGB, ZIL, VChain, XDC. What else did we have? I'm missing a bunch of them. I don't know, but it's not. It was just a fun time, and I believe, you know, we're gonna get back. Oh, H bar was a big one. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya, for that. I'm hoping you're in the abyss out there. I just can't see because I haven't looked. Hell, even Doge. Even Doge, I've told everybody, hold Doge with Elon Musk when it gets to certain areas. I hope. Oh, where the heck is my Doge on here? It deleted it off here. Oh no, it didn't. It's right there. Julie's gonna be happy today. But I bought Doge and sent it to her her account when it was warranted. I bought it at the same time I bought XRP. So if we want to do a comparison, it's easy. I bought my XRP at 34.4 cents roughly. I bought Doge at 7.3 cents. Or 5.3 cents. It was at the same time. They both are just happened to be at the right spot. Doge is up almost 100%. XRP is doing like, I don't know, 70. But anyhow, let's get past that. We got a lot to talk about. Yada, yada, yada. I'm sure everybody's leaving, but I guess not. My, how I can be wrong sometimes. 101 people. I'm just babbling on as if it's just me talking to myself. That's the beauty of what I do. I don't care. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, whether it's one person or a million people. So thank you all, everybody. It looks like I'm going to have to pull up the comments on my phone because I seen a YouTube super chat, but it already went by, which I can't believe I got a super chat today. It's mind-boggling. But please make sure that like button, so YouTube does recommend this live. Less than half of you that are watching have hit that like button, but that is no indictment on you. That's an indictment on me because, you know, I haven't told you to hit the like button. How are you supposed to know? When I watch somebody's live, the first thing that comes to my mind isn't, oh, I need to hit the like button. Who am I kidding? I barely watch anybody's lives. No, I take that back. Gregory Manarino's lives I watch. I watch, let's see, Mike Maloney. I watch Jordan Peterson. I watch Peter Schiff. So I watch lives, just not the lives that most of my audience probably watches. Robert Kiyosaki, when it's him actually talking and not one of the 77 different impersonators that he has come on. Anyhow, but make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this update. And we're going to go right into the intro. Good evening. 6:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, September 9th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Some of the old ones might know me as XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibite OG. So some of you might be wondering why I haven't been live as often. My mom just spent 4 nights in the hospital. Some of you know she has very bad diverticulitis. She's eventually going to have surgery. Well, she needs it. She has to get like a ½ of her intestine taken out, which is doubled from last year. But it was so bad that they can't do surgery. It has to heal. So fortunately, after 4 days in the hospital, she's back out. She got released today, as you see me here. She's with my sister, though, so it'll be nice. My sister's cool. She's a very good caregiver. So my mom's in good hands, and yada, yada. Hey! Look, I come back, and it's the attack of this bee again. Are you kidding me, buddy? Are you going to sting me? Your friend already did. Your friend already did, and he had to die. I don't want to do this, but if you force me, I can kill you very quickly. I don't want to kill you because you're part of nature. But if you keep bothering us, we're going to have no choice. Because, you know, this is a professional show, sir. And unfortunately, you're a yellow jacket, so you serve no purpose. You kill my friends, and you don't even pollinate my crap properly. So, unfortunately, the yellow jacket... Oh, it came back? I swear to God, if it came back, I might have to... We may have to dispose of this thing. You know, we might have to dispose of it. I'm trying to be nice. But alright, let's get to the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Rob Holkalick, welcome in. Oh, Rob! HOTCOIN! HOTCOIN before I forget. Oh, I love HOTCOIN, right? I do, but it's... I don't know what they're trying to do. And I don't know, but I go to do a copy trade, and for anybody who's wondering, you can copy trade me here. We're up $245. We're on a $100 challenge to 1,000. Right now it's at 345. So we're doing okay. That's not the problem. The problem is I go to initiate trade Rob, and Rob knows because he's been trading with me the whole time. I go to do, what have we been liking, Rob? Rob, I'll let you answer. What's the one pair that we found that we said it was nice? That was nice. It was, well, it was Matic. Rob knows. And I go to trade it, and Matic's gone. Not only is it gone from the future, yes, thank you, Rob. See, Matic. And Maddox not only gone from the futures, Rob, they went a step farther. They must have seen us making money. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. And they didn't take it away because of us. I'm just saying, it's oddly coincidental now that you can't even buy it in spot now. It used to be spot and futures. Maddox been delisted off the exchange. So I'm not one for conspiracies, but unfortunately, if you were a fan of Maddox, I think our good trades got... No, I'm just kidding. It probably has nothing to do with it, but it was quite the coincidence, Rob. And I was going to take it out. I was so mad because this was underperforming Ethereum. Ethereum, you remember what I told you before with Maddox? It always usually responds after Ethereum. Well, when I wanted to take this trade out, it was just a few hours ago. I was so upset. Julie's like, why are you so... Because it was earlier, and I'm like, Julie, you know, I don't know what's going on here. And I sent our friend Alice. She's probably sick of me by now, but it was right here at 37.54, and I'm like, it's so underperforming. And I'm looking at this. I was just gonna put a stop loss right here at 37. I think I was gonna put it at like 37.06 just in case it fell through. And I go to do the trade, and Maddox isn't even on there. And I'm like, I know I took this trade. I know we've done this trade. And I know I talked to Rob about this and said this is the best pair for us because the differential was so minute. And then it's gone. So it's gone. Anyhow, let's continue. So Rob, welcome in along with Mo. Thank you both for being in Tom's Army for 6 months plus with the XRP Predictor. Trading with J-Ride, thanks for being in Tom's Army for your over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. And if anybody wonders why you have to, wait a minute, what? I saw it change to POL, I think. Oh, okay, so we got caught in the change in the name. Well, that sucks. Either way, it was a dilemma. But if you need any reason to join Tom's Army, it's so we don't get hemorrhaged at this station. As you can see, there's no ads on this live because the members of Tom's Army are sponsoring this, and I don't want you to have to watch live ads. But it does say goodbye to revenue during the lives. So if you want to join Tom's Army to pay it forward, you should always do it on a day when we're looking good. Not when we're lotting bad. Unless you feel the need. Let's see. But don't mind me. Don't mind me. Gabriel, welcome in. Marvin. Vado and Chris Miles. Vado Damas and Chris Miles. Thank you both for being in Tom's Army for 3 months plus with the XRP Meteor. Good afternoon to both of you. Jose, welcome in. Watch, recycle, repeat. That's right, friend. Watch the content, recycle to friends and family, and repeat by coming back and watching the next update or live, or both. And or short, even. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 years plus with the XRP Meteor. The XRP 589 Moon Badge. What an insult. Not the Meteor. You're well beyond the Meteor. Not that it's an insult for anybody with the Meteor. You're well beyond the first month. Not that the 1 month one with the alien, you know, me being abducted by aliens is bad because you're farther along than anybody who's ever never subscribed. See, so it's a beautiful thing. Not to be outdone if you're not subscribed to the channel or subscribed to Tom's Army, because you could simply be subscribed to YouTube, which far outweighs the ones that are just watching that refuse to subscribe but still watch the content. But not to be outweighed because they might have hit the like button, just refuse to hit the subscribe button. So the ones who haven't hit the like button or subscribe, you know, see, so you could always be on some part. And not to be outdone because they're actually watching, and the ones never watched have not put anything in. You know? So it's all about perspective. The point of all this is if you look at it in the positive, you can't lose. If you take it from an aspect of love, who cares about the hate? The ones can hate, I don't care. As long as the others love. Oh my God, I gotta find this donation. 1970 Legend, I apologize, I've been talking so much I almost let yours pass. Thank you so much for the 1999 donation, 1970 Legend. That means a lot to me. You know what else means a lot to me? 8 people hit the like button for that donation. Excellent. Caesar, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. That's my face superimposed out on that emoji badge. Amber, if you're watching in the abyss, circa 2017 or 18 before I was ever thought of in social media world like this. She created that for me, I kid you not. Make XRP great again, welcome in. Sammy, good evening. JW, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for well over 1 year with the I Told You So badge, approaching that 2-year 589 Moon badge that the Gatman has right above you. Thank you so much for that, my friend. Massey, welcome in. True, thank you so much for tuning in. Very, very good chart people in here today. Very good ones who know how to chart. MC Prosperity, another one, welcome in. Speaking of the charters. Tanya, welcome in, love, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year plus, well over a year with the I Told You So badge. Getting very close to that 2-year I Told You So, or the XRP 589 Moon badge. You already have the I Told You So badge, so you know all about it. CJ2 Pilot, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6 months plus with the XP Predictor. Bradley, welcome in. Stays in Tom's Army for his 2nd month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Easily the most important one outside of that month 1 badge. Because if you stay in month 2, you're going to stay through the whole ride because you want those emoji badges. You just can't resist. I know. It's not about me. It's about those badges. Rocks, welcome in. Do you think Bitcoin will beat 70K or will get a harsh rejection? Rocks, we've got a lot to talk about before 70K, sir. But because of you, we'll talk about it first. So if everybody hates that I'm talking about Bitcoin, it's not my fault. It's Rux's. But don't be mad at Rux. I had a dog named Rux, and I love that damn dog. He's passed on by now, but I love that little guy. Tom Thu, welcome in. George, welcome in. Thanks for being in Tom's Army. I make myself laugh sometimes. Make myself laugh. Thank you. But true story, I did have a dog named Rux. I kid you not. Old Vincenzo loved that dog too. George, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over your 1st month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. I love that badge. My first fetch purchase was at 0.008. You know, I'm not sure what the price of it is now, so I'm assuming because you're telling me about it, it was a good buy. Daniel Carter, welcome in, Mr. Carter. This guy has been here since the very beginning. There's no doubt about that. This is the OG of the OG of the OG of the OG of the OGs. Oh, yeah. That's how I would say it. Preach, Tom, preachable, all unveil. You got me fired up. Show them talking heads and loudmouth retailers. Yep. Did I miss any news? You did not miss any news. In fact, all you missed is me continuously talking at this point. True says, talk your talk, bro. You know, I think I'm best when I do talk my talk. Some say that the only reason I'm good at what I do is because I have the gift of gab. Newsflash, if you're going to do something in social media, you got to have the gift of gab. Otherwise, that's just, it goes with it. I don't have to rehearse. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. It just comes out. John Hall, welcome in. I appreciate you continuing to tune in, my friend. It means a lot to me. Mark Caston, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 months plus with the XRP Meteor. Some always ask, why do you go through everybody's? Because you take the time to comment. Plus, look at all the content I don't have to come up with if I just read all your guys' comments in the beginning. Nobody ever thought of that, did ya? Or maybe you did. That's why you leave. Don't leave! We got to keep the light though on. I need you here so YouTube doesn't cancel me. After all, you know, it is a program. Let's see. Who have I missed? Who have I missed? Thank you, Bradley, for the prayers for my mom. I appreciate that. MC Prosperity with the $20 donation. Wow, I've got more donations in this live than I don't even want to go there. I don't want to embarrass myself on national YouTube broadcasting. Not that this is national TV, but it could be if you all hit the like button. Mark V said, I sent you a message on Facebook Messenger explaining my comments on HOTCOIN. I gotta go to Facebook. I apologize. I don't check Facebook Messenger all that often. The fact that I even post my contact to Facebook is a miracle. And now the only reason I post it there is because over 4,000 people decided to follow when I just share my YouTube stuff. Plus, it brings people to YouTube. Joseph Hasty. Wow. 1st month in Tom's Army. I don't remember that name in Tom's Army. You must be one of the newest members with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Thank God we have somebody subscribing in September. Oh, Lord have mercy. We got one. We hooked them. Thank you, Joseph. Is now a good time to take out a long on XRP? No. If you want me to be honest, absolutely, positively, it is the absolute worst time in my opinion. And I know it sounds contradictory. It sounds like I'm making a contradiction here. Right? He's saying that we're bullish, and now this son of a bitch is telling me it's the worst time to take out a long? Well, think about it. If we're trying to flip 2018 resistance support and we haven't done it in 6.5 years, where's the most likely spot we're going to get rejected until we don't at this spot? So it would be at 54.2 cents in current times. We are at 54 cents. So literally there's no top side unless we break through. So in my opinion, no. But I am not a financial advisor, and what have I always told my audience? I don't buy XRP over 40 cents. They can eat my... You know what I'm saying? There's kids in the audience after all, even though I don't broadcast. But there's kids that are watching. I know I would if I had somebody like me broadcasting. Only because I'd want to know what's going on. And people would say, this guy obviously can't just be this stupid. If he's this stupid, he's actually psychotic when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I might want to listen to him. Plus, he's been growing his hair for a long time. And what the hell is going on there? So if you're new, you know, I promised my audience... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm looking like David Schwartz over here. Jesus. I promised my audience. Look at this. My God. I look like a mad scientist now. I told my audience last July that I would not cut my hair until XRP at least hit $1. But really, I didn't want to do it until we had all-time highs. How can we send a message to you? Oh, I don't know if you're even talking to me. So, that's how long my hair's got. Thank God I even have hair. I'm 40 now. God knows my brother, my dad, it's fading. Well, my brother's still hanging on. You're welcome, Joseph. I think you understand what I meant, though. That's all I meant. Start calling you Dad. Well, the good news is I'm older, so chances are, somewhere down the line... I mean, it's hard to tell because I've always had this because I have, Julie always tells me what it's called. What the hell is it called, this? When your hair's like that? I can't remember. I've got, darn it, I can't remember what they call it. But I've always my hair's grown weird like that. But Lord knows if I go bald, it'll start fading and I'll look just like David Schwartz. Look just like David Schwartz. You know, but I'd have to gain some weight. No offense to Mr. Schwartz. But I'm not that he's overweight even. I'm just saying. Mr. Carter, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Arm for 2 years plus with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. Excellent. That's Mother Second Choice in the house. Hashtag Mother Second Choice. Hashtag M2C in the chat. Yes, just like JW says, he's in the Outback somewhere. We don't quite know. He lets me use his express written consent copyrighted music. I love it. He's so humble, he won't even accept the money that should come to him. But, the joke's on both of us, right, Mr. Carter? There is no revenue now because I don't turn it on when we're live. I guess when people watch it after, I suppose there would be some. Oh, yes, you do. You certainly see a bull flag possibly forming. We can only hope that it carries out. John London, welcome in. He's sporting the most impressive badge we have, the 3-year XRP Diamond Hand badge. MC Prosperity says, Balder, what did he say? Balder, hairy beast, we love. Oh, I love it. I mean, one could argue I'm a hairy son of a bitch, with or without the hair growing now. The only thing that I find funny, well, I guess it's not as funny as I find it. Jay Mathers, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Armor for 3 months plus with the XRP Meteor. It means the world to me to see you in here. Oh yeah, I think everybody can see that. Well, I think everybody's starting to recognize. So when I say it's the worst time to buy, what's going to end up happening here, and it's going to make everybody pissed, I'm just saying. Bull flag, right? Not so fast, my friends, as Lee Corso would say. Not so fast, my friends. Couldn't we argue that that's a bull flag and an exhaustion wick that might pull us down like that first? And then swing around if it's going to swing? That's what I would argue. I don't know. Nothing wrong with a bit of meat on the bones, Tom. No, there's not. I got a bit of meat on the bones, one would say. You know how it goes. I do not walk around with the six-pack abs. One, I broke my back when I was 23, so even if I wanted to try to get a six-pack abs, I'd probably paralyze myself in the process. Two, it's just, it's not happening. That's the way it goes. But I think that's what's going on here. Because we hit the resistance. So now if I'm asking myself, well, where would we have to go? Where would we have to go? Where would we have to go? Well, I think, personally, If we have to back test something, this short-term pattern is finished at 54.40. Looks like a short-term little move. Now, we finished off that little exhaustion wick there. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff here. The only problem is, with the market right now, we're every bit of no man's land. This is the other formation we talked about in the beginning that, you know, it took me 8 hours to get here. How long have I been talking? This one takes the cake. There is no fucking, excuse me, there is no way that we have been on for a half hour. You're telling me that I just rambled for 30 minutes incoherently? Yep. It's the way it goes, I suppose. But that's the cup and handle. We had the rising channel that we broke outside of. Remember, until we break back above that rising channel, we're not impressing anybody. Yes, we could get over that 2018 resistance, but you're not going to confirm a true breakout until we get back over 63 cents. More likely 63.3. That would confirm the breakthrough finally of that 2018 resistance, in my opinion. Anything short of that is irrelevant, because that's also the cup and handle resistance right there. So, George says, I think it'll go down to 51 cents or lower by the end of September. You son of a bitch. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, George. I'm speaking of everybody who wants it to go up. I was just speaking of everybody who was reading it with me as I was reading it back to my audience. That was the overwhelming response from the audience. But for me, I'd say, you know, if we can't get over the 2018 resistance, I can't say you're wrong. But we are trying to build something up here. And George, did I mention, thank you for being in Tom's Army for your first month. With that emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. If anybody has not enjoyed something I've said or has been offended, remember I was abducted by aliens and I have an emoji to prove it. So I'll blame the aliens for sending me not right. Beyond that, Bitcoin's up 4.7% to 57,454. I am so privileged and honored to say, what did we say when it was consolidating? What was the line we said if it hit that we could bounce off and explode with Bitcoin? Oh, that blue line. When it first started, it was 53,950 and it moved up to 54,000 in real time. Oh no, I get you, George. George, just pay attention, friend. Pay attention. We're going into a quantitative easing cycle. Something tells me that this may just be the time we've been building for. Maybe not this exact day, but remember what I always say. When you see the pumpkins, and sometimes it takes until after the pumpkins, but you better start to prepare when you see the pumpkins. Fortunately, I grew my own pumpkin this year, and it's already done. It's just a small pumpkin, and I grew it from a pumpkin from last year, so I'm going to show everybody just very quickly, and then I'm going to go back and sit down. But when you see the pumpkins, what do I always say? Get excited. Hey, so, you know, I grew that pumpkin, and I kid you not, all I did was I let a pumpkin that I bought last year from the store, and they don't really like the things to regrow pumpkins, and I'll tell you the bitch it was to grow this. And I just let it wilter away as the summer or winter went on, and I cut it with the lawnmower, what was left, and then the seed shot over, I planted them, and then all of a sudden a thing grew. Went through 18 male flowers to get one female flower. 18, that's so BS. And one other thing, I'll just update everybody on my watermelon. Yes, my watermelon is still alive, and then we're going back to the charts because we have to. Oh, did YouTube cut me off? Did YouTube cut me off? Am I still here? I heard it beep. YouTube might not like me showing, you know, me growing stuff. They don't like when we can do stuff for ourselves. Oh, I took out one of my potatoes on accident. But look at this little guy. This is a small potato. I have some really big ones. I wish I wouldn't have took this one out. I'm going to let him grow the next cycle. I'm going to let him grow the next chapter. See that little guy? Potato. Yeah, Tanya and the pumpkin. Thank you. You know, I've never been complimented on my melons before. It feels nice. Feels good. Feels good. They're both similar sizes, too. It's good. It's good to grow melons like that. Oh, thank you, JW. But yeah, I've been expanding what I can grow. So this year I grew watermelon, pumpkin. I have my potatoes. I had green beans earlier this year, tomatoes, strawberries, blackberries, cucumbers. My potatoes are growing right now still. And then I had a bunch of like oregano and parsley and basil and all that good stuff. Mint, menthol mint and all that good stuff. I have a, oh, what the hell? I haven't, oh my God, I forgot I've been growing a pineapple. Look how big I got it. I kid you not. I don't think I've ever shown anybody my pineapple. I always forget. Look at this guy. I can't believe how big I've gotten him, but you know, I'm gonna have to transplant him into something. I'm gonna have to get new dirt. I know. You're not supposed to be able to grow a pineapple in Michigan, right? Yep. Everybody's like, you can't grow a pineapple. The hell I can't. The heck I can't. I just got to bring it inside after. It's looking pretty good too for where I live, honestly. Look how many people are watching my melons, 138. If you could do me a favor and hit the like button, I'd be internally grateful. You have no idea. You have just no idea. How about this? If we hit 100 likes, which is so easy, it's only 6 likes, I'll cover XLM, even though I'm going to do it either way. I'll do it either way. But let's just act like we need to hit 100 likes to cover XLM. For our friend who asked us to... There we go. You know, see, we'll just have a little game. XLM's up 3.53% to the 9.317 cent level. XLM has actually fared very well. Very well in this consolidation. I am very happy with this consolidation. Jorge, yes it does. Jorge says he's never seen it anywhere in the north. No, honestly, everybody who comes over is stunned that I'm growing a pineapple. Stunned. But hey, you know, when there's a will, there's a way. And I failed last year at growing my pineapple. It was only this big and I killed it. I killed the son of a bitch. But this year I learned from my mistakes from last year. I'll just say that much. Just like last year, I grew too many watermelon and they didn't have enough time. So I pulled every single one that could be another watermelon because I'm putting all my focus into the one. Because it gets cold here too quick this year, so I might even be screwed this year. But with Stellar, we're coming to a very important level. I'm just getting rid of this because honestly, nah, I don't know if I can though because I think I have that all the way back. That's the uptrend. Okay, never mind. You know what? I know it's in that. Forget that. That's what we need to come up to. If you're watching XLM, we've got the underneath support that we have already bounced off of, which is beautiful at 8.7. Now we need to break over 9.65. And then if we can get over this, and we're just going to keep it into the micro picture here, but you get up to 10.9. I also see something very nicely set up here on XLM. And it's tight. It's a tight squeeze. But we went boom, boom. I almost believe we did that and came through. Oh, sorry. It's boom, boom, and then right here as well. That's the inverse right arm. So we could have snuck in an inverse pattern here. And now if it breaks up, I mean, in time, you've got levels here. But ultimately, you'd be looking way up here in time. Get rid of this. You'd just be looking at in time to get way up there. Way up there. You know, and for all intents and purposes, one could say, well, what the hell is that number? That's useless because it fell back there. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. I've been looking for a reason to delete this off the chart for a long time. So you're out of here. So ultimately, you'd be looking for 13.3 cents if it's all said and done. So, but, you know, that's why we do have this and show the channel. What's up, Julie? Oh, you did his feeding? How long? Have I been out here for a while? Oh, it's been 40 minutes. I didn't know you already started it. Good job. Did he do it okay? No fusses? Good boy. Yeah, my son today, our son, had, he had school. His, he's in a special, well, most of you know, he's in a special needs class. He's got OT, PT, and speech during school. He did that great today, and he had his physical therapy at a couple hours after school, and he had his best appointment ever. So, good things are happening for him right now. So, you know what? Apex zone is right here. So let's just say it broke out of here. We could create a short-term target here. We could create a short-term target. And this would just obviously be if it breaks out. So let's just say it does. It gets on top of here. Then you'd be looking at that immediate push to 10.9 cents. And from where we're at right now, some will be like, oh, it's barely 11 cents. Yeah, but from a trading perspective, let's just say you're riding this. I mean, you're talking about, that's just like XRP Bitcoin pairing, almost 20, just about 20%. The XRP Bitcoin pairing down to, I hope that helped with XLM, is down 2.49% to the 941 SAT level. It's back testing right now. In a big way. In a big way. I think this is off though. Look how that got moved. There's no way. Yeah, that's not right. So annoying. Well, because you're trying to be precise and then it moves on you. It's trying to back test here. Like if you were looking at it how it was set up, it was already broken down through, which is not the case, which I already knew that. But right now, 926. We talked about this when we started at 9. I think I said 923 when I started, so I was a little off. But 923. Even this is off. What the heck? There we go. Sorry, I'm very precise when I look at stuff. Because that's how you get the technical target. Now, that's going to throw that technical target off too. Because if you're trying to be precision, you're looking at it for the move if it backtests properly. Let's just say it bounces off here. That's where the X marks the spot. So we'd be looking at a 1147. That's a big move. That's a big move. And we'll just measure it from here even. I don't even care. Still a big move. That's 24%. That's XR. I'm looking at a squeeze to Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now. Everything I'm seeing, once this is complete, I'm seeing a short squeeze versus Bitcoin with XRP. And I think a big catalyst is going to be at the hands of the fact we're going into quantitative easing. A lot of easy money is going to come in, and I suspect that the U.S. government is buying XRP for not because they're looking at it from an institute. I'm saying they're looking at it from a standpoint of if we put in some money, it's acting as a stable coin when we print the money in QE, or they print the money just from printing the U.S. dollar and inflating the dollar. What better way than putting it into an asset where it takes billions, at least hundreds of millions, to move it in any one direction? So it's easy to disguise a few $1,000,000 here and there. I mean, I often wonder, look at all that money that gets printed, $100 billion printed out of Tether. How much of that you think finds its way into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP? I think XRP is a big one. Solana is definitely a big one because the government uses that as a hub. So I think when we go into quantitative easing, it opens up the door for a big move with XRP. I just think not a lot of people are paying attention to it, to be honest. So we're going to relax together. We're going to relax. It's been 45 minutes. I want to go through some of the metrics. I've kind of talked a lot. And I need to slow it down just a little bit so that we can get some real information here, too, outside of the charts. And if you are watching, I just can't thank all of you enough. We went over 23,500 subscribers today. I mean, when I seen that, I'm like, oh my God. Like, now it's sounding like a lot. Wait a minute, am I just fantasizing? Maybe it's not that much. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't seem real. And if you want to see how dedicated I am, I've done 4,900 videos. I dare you to pick up another person who's been doing this for the same amount of time as me or less. Hell, even more. You probably pick people that have been doing this for 10 years who don't have 4,900 videos. I would almost guarantee, like, how many people have you seen put out as many videos as I have? And I've been doing this since March of 2021. That's almost 5,000 videos. Do you know how hard that is? That's over 3 videos a day, nonstop. Every day that I've been around, which I've never missed a day, so that's why. Man, I'm so happy to see that. Thank you all so much for subscribing. It means a lot. It means a lot. It really, really does. So in the smaller time frames, it's a sell. But I want to go into the more technicals here. So the daily is a sell. The weekly is a sell. 4 hourly is a strong sell and a sell. 2 hourly, it's all sells. 1 hour, oh, I like this. I like this. When everything's sell, 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 sell. When it's all sell, you smell that? Hold on, let's see what the fear and greed index is at. I smell opportunity. Oh yeah, I love opportunity. Let's see. I love opportunity. 26. It's lower than yesterday. What the hell is going on? Nobody cares. Nobody cares as the institutions are scooping up these profits. Nobody. Like Jim Harbaugh once said, who has it better than us? Everybody at Michigan. Everybody has it better than us. And I know if you watch the game on Saturday, you know what I'm talking about. I guaranteed we weren't going to win that game because we... Hey, we're the defending national champions, but we do suck this year. Probably be the only time I get to say that again in my life. So yeah, there's a lot of fear when it comes to crypto. A lot. So we'll do this from the daily perspective, I think, with the Fibonacci's. No, I don't like that. I think we should do it from the 4 hourly. So for the Fibonacci right now, on the XRP Bitcoin pairing, support 1 right now. And yeah, we're doing it different today. We're not doing it with XRP. We're doing it with XRP Bitcoin pairing because, yes, I could see a big move coming in XRP, but I can see a greater move coming in the XRP Bitcoin pairing. Maybe they both move down, but the XRP Bitcoin pairing skyrockets because Bitcoin crashes harder. But I suspect on this next cycle, XRP is going to outperform Bitcoin. I can't guarantee it 100%, but I'm staking my bet on it. I believe XRP is going to outperform Bitcoin in this next cycle of QE. I'm telling you right now, that's what I believe. And Bitcoin can get to 118,000 if that cup and handle played out. My estimated target for XRP would be around $2.50 or 40 cents, whatever that is. If it could play true and Bitcoin played true to those levels, and it actually played true and we went into a market-wide run, and Bitcoin would go up about, what is that? It's like 124%. That would still put XRP up over 400 and something percent. You think you had good gains in 2021? Whew. You ain't seen shit if this plays out the way it looks like. But it's been a long cycle, folks. I often get asked, how many XRP do you need to be a millionaire? Wrong question. Forget about how many you need. What do you have to do to get there? Anybody could say you need 500,000 XRP, and if it's $2, you're a millionaire. But no one's going to tell you it's about the price you buy it at that's going to actually determine whether or not you have a chance. If you bought it at $3.50, forget it. If you bought it at $1.50, too bad. If you bought it at $1, sorry. You know, if you bought it at 50 cents, fringe. You're fringe. Anybody who bought it under 40, and I've been preaching this for years, if you buy it sub 40 cents, the lower the better, but sub 40 cents because you're selling out after each cycle. So in 21, I'm not buying it and then holding it through that bear market. Even though that was just a bear market rally, we had the understanding because we understand the charts, and we sold it at $1.66, rebought at 28.5, sold it at 46, rebought back in at 34.4, and then I bought twice as much as I was wanting to hold. So when we had the big rally, I just sold half of it. As everybody knows, when it came back down to 38 cents, I bought $5,000 worth on the XRP Bitcoin pairing, and I sold it when it got up, I think it was 30-something%, 40, almost 40. But that's what we do. You know, that's what I decide to do. So, but I'm very public about it. Everybody knows. I talk about it all the time, so there's no secrets here. So the pivot point is the 965 sat level. We're below it. I still think we're coming down to support 3 likely at 927. And you know why? And it's where that support structure is, and we'll go to it after. But that support is right there. I believe it's 925. That's the back test of the pattern formation breakout. So it looks like we're coming down likely to support 3. And then once we get past the pivot point at 965, we're off to the races. If we can get past 1003, there's nothing out ahead of us. All of these are sells except a couple. But I just wanted you to see the Fibonacci levels without me, you know, trying to sugarcoat it. So we're at 940. Oh, we've even come down farther now. So it's even supporting our thesis now. Look, 926 is where we're talking about. 927 is the fib level. So at the support 3, which is your ultimate support, because if you don't hold support 3, you break through. Ironically, you don't hold support 3, right? You break through. And then you have to come down to about 691. So it's either we think we're going to hold this back test and this is the time, or we're being faked out. Like, there's no two options here. What do you all think? This is my argument of why we could go up, but what's the odds it comes through? What's the odds it comes through is what I want to know. And remember, XRP still hasn't made the move that Bitcoin has. Not even close. Not even close. XRP needs to be up near 60 cents to make the move Bitcoin has so far, in relative terms of where it's going. So, you know, I'd love to know what everybody thinks. Nah, there's no updates on the appeal. Sit and wait. That's all we can do. You gotta wait through end of September, October area. Then we'll know something. But you're not gonna get many updates, unfortunately. Thanks, Tom. I gotta go hit the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, as Mother's second choice, Mr. Carter leaves, what more appropriate way than to, wait a minute. Where's all my stuff? Oh, here it is. What better way than to play him out with his own music, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the sun, but this is Mr. Carter. And don't play his music without his express written consent. After all, you will get copyrighted. Or not right now even. They'll just take down that portion. So just make sure you have the express written consent of the artist, because it's not cool to steal from the artist. They're putting in a lot of work. I love Algo. I love Algo.
Let's start again. Everything will be okay. You're not the only one, so we can share the pain. It's like my feet have turned to lead. There's a dark cloud forming over my head. Before you know the rain is over you. There's been times I've closed my eyes, trying to stop the world from shaking all the time. I need someone to help me through this. A few people think this is all for show, so I keep self-medicated at home. Will you still love me when the world turns gray?
Holy shit. If that's not invalidated, my dear lord. My dear lord. Is it happened for H-bar? My god. Holy hell. I didn't realize we were at this point. My god. Did anybody else see what I see? We're going to be playing that again because this is our silent motion. Sometimes I just don't talk, and I haven't done it in a while, and you know what? I forgot about it. Does anybody see this? On H-bar? My god. I mean, this was such a long... I think it bottomed. It might have bottomed. It actually might have finally bottomed. We've been waiting eons for this. Am I crazy? Maybe I am. I'm just going to play the music. I could be nuts. And Velo, yes, we'll go into Velo in this silent audition. Sorry, this silent edition. I'm not auditioning shit. My show's already going on. Excuse my French. Whew. I think we're... oh my god. Velo's working on a much bigger pattern, FYI. Velo is it's much bigger. I firmly believe, as long as something doesn't screw this up, I think it's working on way the fuck up there. I think eventually we're working on it big, but you've got right here, you got right here, you had right here, and now you put the handle. But you're definitely rounded. You definitely rounded. That's what it was trying to do. I was looking at this yesterday and I'm like, I know there's something to this. I was looking too far down. See, I should have looked at it in the daily instead of the weekly. I missed it. Yesterday I was trying to figure it out why it would come right there and bounce off and not go lower. It's because I'm a fucking idiot is why. Oh, excuse my French. It's because I was looking at... I targeted it too low. I'm never gonna get that target. If that's what it played off of. Sorry. I know you're just seeing me get all upset here, but it's because I had charted this off. And I had a buy target for myself, and some of you know. And it was down here, but I thought it was coming to like 004. What I failed to see when I was doing my analysis before, because I was wondering yesterday when it did this, why did it only come to that area? Or not yesterday, but when it did this, when it first came down here, and I'm wondering why it didn't come lower. You know, and then it created a nice reversal. And what I did was I went too far back in the pattern, and I was trying to find like a big support area. Well, if I would have just looked up, and I was doing it in a different time frame, but if I would have just put it in the daily, and then if you look at it like this, watch these 2 wicks in the daily and watch what happens. Like, yeah, we even came down a little bit farther, so we got a little bit of an extra buying opportunity. But look at what it showed. If I would have just identified the wicks properly and not overlooked, or overanalyzed, I should say, by looking farther down, I think that's right. Anyhow, you can see what I'm saying. Oh yeah, that's fine. But look how that would have connected, and then you look at the buying up, because I always look at the uptrending support. So when it came down, I was waiting for it to come down here. The truth of the matter is, I was 50% too far down. So if you're wondering why I bobbed my head like that, that's why. That's why.
Can you whisper all your secrets? Tell him little white lies. Show him all the bits of you that you like to hide. Think about what he wants from you. He only calls you late at night. When he says I love you, girl, does he look into your eyes? Way down inside, from the things that he hides. Let me tell you that something you wanna know. Love what you want, you don't love what you need. Take me on a joyride, know that all my love is free. We can break you into pieces, leave you feeling high. Remember that love is what you want, you don't love what you need. All you hear are whispers. You can see him telling his lies. You can see a certain side of him that he likes to hide. Think about what he wants from you. He only calls you late at night. When he says I love you, girl, does he look into your eyes? Can you break down inside from the things that he hides? Let me tell you there's something you wanna know. Love what you want, you don't love what you need. Take me on a joyride, know that all my love is free. Break you into pieces, leave you feeling high. Remember that love is what you want, you don't love what you need. Finally heard, is everything tastes sour? I'm down in a hole, and you're the empty flower. No bulletproof vest can take these shots being fired. You've got to know that this love's expired.
Right, fucking yeah. That's the one. Thank you, Mother Second Choice. I gotta get going soon. Obviously, it's over an hour, and I do have to go. But before I leave, look at this, real quick. Look at XDC. Lord have mercy. Lord have fucking mercy. I mean, this eventually is gonna open the hell up. And it even held. Remember what I said? My expansion down that I expected it to create, the bottoming of the pattern. That was like my extension area where I felt like it was gonna come down. That's how much room we had. And man, if it didn't just bounce down there and hold, and now it came back within the rotation, whew, with quantitative easing, this is a deadly one. If this is creating this, it's gonna reverse. It's not a matter of if it's gonna reverse. It's only a matter of when and how much. Just that move back up to 4 cents, because it is desperate, or it's painfully undervalued here. I mean, look at, oh Jesus, 66% just to get back up to the top of this formation. But I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciate what I do, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Lonzo, thank you for that $5 donation. I really, really appreciate you. And yes, it was looking very bullish even on those red days. It really was. Lonzo, I hope that helped when I was talking about Velo. You inspired it, by the way. Obviously, you know that. But if you're looking to, you know, you want to find a way to trade XRP. You're like, hey, I want to copy trade this guy. By some miracle, he's actually up. I'm going to copy trade him before he loses all his money. You can certainly do that, but beware. You know, I am up 246% with our audience or whatever right now. So the odds are we'll probably lose. I gotta say it. It's my disclaimer. But you can click on that, and there's right here, BITUNIX and HOTCOIN. HOTCOIN's where you can copy trade me. You got to download it through the app. Then you got to put money in the futures in USDT, and then you can copy trade me by going to the futures or the copy trade search and type in XRP. By the time you do, here, let me just show you. You can copy trade me, and then also you can do BITUNIX. If you're on BITUNIX, remember they're gonna let us copy trade there at the end of the month or sometime this month, before the end of the month, supposedly. Earlier rather than later is what they said. So you can also do the, buy XRP on both. XRP Bitcoin pairing on HOTCOIN. Lowest spot leverage trading fees that I have found. It's worldwide. No VPN or KYC. Only KYC if you're sending or receiving from a bank account, which I would want a KYC because I would want them to steal my info. And then if you want to send a donation outside of YouTube, there's Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal if you would like. You don't have to, but, if you would like. And then on HOTCOIN, if you're looking to copy trade, believe it or not, I get a lot of emails and people are like, "Hey, Tom, I hear you say that you guys are making money. I don't believe it." Yeah, I can't. So I don't respond. But I see it. I see the messages. Believe me, I see the messages. But I'm XRP. Oh, this isn't gonna help you. But here's the stats. Up 245%. Oh, it's been a wavy ride. It's been a wavy ride, so to say, right? It's been a wavy ride. But you want to be ahead. You want to be ahead? So if you want to search, you just go here. And by the time you type in XRP, nobody else is XRP Future Millionaire. You just click on XRP Future Millionaire. And you can be part of that beautiful volatility. I got to go, everybody. Julie is flagging me down. Have a blessed evening. Thank you all so much, though. I really do.